Those three big threats, peer competitors to the US, which have been the center of every US national security strategy for decades. Their militaries barely feature in one of those countries, it's just excluded. We're going to essentially say we're not very interested in Africa. We don't have much to say about what people are doing in the Middle East or Asia. Our real focus is on saying Latin America effectively belongs to the United States. This is called the Trump corollary of the Monroe Doctrine. The Monroe Doctrine is about the US being dominant in its own hemisphere, particularly in relation to Latin America. And Western Europe is up in headlights as the one region of the world where they say minority governments are trampling on democracy and human rights. That's a reference to the idea that in France and Germany, the governments are trying to control far-right parties, and that the US needs to resist the current trajectory of Europe, in other words, resist this whole liberal democratic move, and instead put its weight behind what it calls patriotic parties, for which read far-right parties, and that America's allies in the region are the countries of Central and Eastern Europe, by which they mean countries like Hungary. The Trump corollary essentially says that no foreign powers can have troops or own critical assets or minerals or rare earths or have critical investments in Latin America. Foreign, of course, does not include the United States. The United States, by implication, can have troops in Latin America, can own critical assets, but nobody else is allowed in.